Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes as promised, and we have Kero versus Howi, the most anticipated match in Group C so far. And yeah, I think I'm right to say so far. Kero, the Shaman King of SG, did play his Hunter deck in the game against Master Shark. He won it very nicely, 2-0. Howi played the bubble version of the Paladin deck, also winning Ellie Light or Typhran 2-0. And that's gonna put both of these players in the hot seat right now, because both of them, they are the frontliners to win this group and go into the playoffs subsequently. So that said, tonight it's gonna be Babael, me, and Larc. Sounds like 3 men, but yeah, it's actually 2. And we're gonna be our casters for tonight. Yeah, Babael, me, and Larc.
Yeah.
So
where's Babael? And who are you? I'm Larc.
I'm me.
Okay. Yeah, oh my god.
Babael is busy having some food. But yeah, anyway, we have a game here. So Howi versus Kero. Do you think that Howi's gonna start with the Paladin deck, and do you think Kero's gonna go with the Hunter?
Well, yeah, I guess for Kero here, since he's facing someone that went 2-0 already, he probably is gonna go with his, I wanna say his Shaman deck, his stronger deck first, or maybe actually, you know what? I think that he probably is gonna just leave the Shaman deck out of the mix and make sure that he doesn't have to be forced to play it at all, so that he can save that deck for playoffs, to get that, the one-up on his opponent. So I think he's probably gonna play anything but the Shaman deck. But we'll have to see. I mean, it's a little bit too hard to tell. Looking at his other decks though...
You mean Kero, right?
Yes, for Kero. Looking at his other decks, he has the Hunter and the Mage. I think Mage is a little bit risky to play. He could open up again with this Hunter, and I think that's probably the safe choice. I mean, not safe choice, but more of like the choice that he could go for if he doesn't want to reveal his Shaman deck. But while I said that, it seems like he is going to go for his signature Shaman deck right here.
He just disagreed with you completely.
Yep.
That's fine, that happens every other day. So yeah, it's a Shaman deck here from Kero up against Druid deck here from Howi, and I think he just changed his screen resolution there, so
yeah.
I cannot oh my god. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Stop alternate tabbing, please. Please,
Okay.
I need to fix this.
Yeah, that kind of shook me off a bit. But yeah, what is this? Kero, man. Looks like he's gonna be Kero, man. Looks like he's gonna be able to get a pretty decent starting hand with the Flame Tongue Totem and the Hex here. Look at those golden cards, very very nice. Oh, not the best starting hand he really wants. He can coin an Unbound Elemental, so that is fine. Hal, by the way, Howi is gonna be playing that Argent Squire. It seems like a lot of these people really like the Argent Squires for some reason.
Yeah, it's a very valuable card because it picks up stuff like 2-1, but just at this time it's on the same stuff as this board, so yeah. And back to flawless connection from Kero. Man, he's gonna love the stream quality coming from him. Fantastic upload speed. But yeah, it's the Shaman up against the Druid, and I don't think the Shaman has got a favorable matchup here against the Druid. But personally, this Shaman deck is just gonna be really crazy. We also have FON pickup here by Howi, and Howi is just gonna go and keep up the increased facial aggression. Facial aggression. So bad. But yeah. And Kero on the flip side don't really have much of an answer. He's gonna coin out the Fog. Okay, there we go, Fog Lightning. That's gonna give the Unbound a little bit of a buff. It's a 3-5 right now.
Yeah, that's good. That's basically what he wanted to make sure that
Ouch.
the Unbound Elemental will not die. So that's fine, and there's really nothing that Hal can do to kind of kill off the 3-5 unless he decides to use the swipe this turn and run the 1-1 in, which is probably the worst option he could probably go for. He might just even think about it and
the Yeti is gonna be his play because he's a greedy individual that likes to swipe faces.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Yeti definitely is the only play here. Really don't think there's anything else you need to think about.
No, but wait, don't get me wrong. Greedy not in a bad way, but in a good way. And we're actually looking at him playing the Harvest Golem, which is pretty interesting. He is setting up the path here for a swipe face as well as a 2+1 for damage there. Plus your power, of course, into the Unbound. But I guess it's not going to really work out. No, there we go, the 2-1's going to come out. That's very nicely done there.
Yeah, he actually opts not to overload himself again. Swipe, unfortunately, will get value here.
Okay.
So Kero put himself up for quite the swipe play. instead of buffing up his Unbound Elemental further by just lightning lightning the
Lightning bolt.
lightning bolt. I know, but I like to say bolt lightning ball, lightning the what do you
Ball
call
of lightning bolt, but yeah.
it? The hammer, the
Wow.
hammer,
Are you seeing this? The FON came out.
the harvest goal. Yeah, but yeah, I can't believe the FON is so early to come out here. He just wants to keep
Just
applying
rushing
to
the
the
shaman.
Yeah, Shaman actually is in a really bad spot, to be honest.
Well, the thing is, if the shaman can drag this out long enough, he's
there we go.
actually in the very good spot. There we go. Okay, lightning storm's gonna come in, so that's now a 3/5, and I like this new effect again. On this unbound elemental, he just gets charged up very nicely, and yeah, the shaman may look to be in a very, very bad spot, but we gotta remember that that's one FON down already. At best, maximum, maybe a second FON is gonna come out soon, but he also needs a Savage Roar to deal approximately 14 plus whatever minions he has on the board. And that's it. Here comes the Azure Drake, gets a Starfire, which is great. Yeah, that's gonna deal 6 damage. Perfect.
It's too bad he didn't have 3 mana left. He could have Starfired right off the bat. Hey, wait, no, he couldn't.
It's not gonna have enough.
Oh man, it seems like he is. I mean, Howi is just trying to put as much board presence as possible, but in doing so, he actually feeds. He feeds the soul of the Unbound Elemental, and again, the Unbound Elemental just getting stronger and stronger.
Oh, but it's swiped
Oh,
out.
that top deck. Probably should play the.
Swipe Chew in.
Yeah.
Azure Drake Innovate Swipe also can. You can even swipe face
Yep.
for 5 damage. Good value. I like.
Yep.
You waste 1 mana, but that's okay. No, face.
The
There we
face,
go.
face,
Well
yeah,
done. Yes, great stuff. So now, the Shaman King is down to just about 12 health. And Howi's Druid looking very healthy.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be forced to. Yeah,
Hex.
hex this. Yeah, he has to.
He doesn't have much of a choice. If you look at his hand, he's actually got a pretty shitty hand here.
Yeah, it's mostly spells and Flametongue Totems that can't really take a part in the game just yet because.
Oh,
You know.
wow. This is just top deck after top deck.
He should make this a.
I would make it a cat form.
Yeah, same. Just apply even much more pressure.
But he needs to get some form of a taunt up, which is a reliable taunt, which is fine. And Fire Elemental gonna come out here. I believe Kero might in fact consider hexing the 4/6, but then there's the other 4/5 to worry about, and that's a bit of a problem there. He's not gonna have a very easy answer to this problem that's facing him right now. Yep, he's gonna hex up the 4/6. Don't really like it because there's a Karn Blood Hoof, but does not seem like he's got much of a choice. He's got double Earth Shock anyway. Oh wow, okay.
Perfect.
Oh, he's gonna waste 1 Earth Shock on 0-1 because he's afraid of the token kill. He's afraid of a Savage Roar coming out next turn. He'll be dead.
Well, is he still dead?
Now no. Now he will only be dead if the YOLO Rag worked out well here. Oh. Now the thing is, if he went for face and the YOLO Rag had maybe a 25% chance of hitting face, he would have won this game instantaneously. But I guess that's a very risky play. But
Yeah,
considering
Howi's
that both hexes were used, I would actually do that play.
Yeah, how is
Straight
looking really good, man.
Oh, but look at the Lava Burst, 6 damage.
Okay, he needs to silence the 4/5 first.
He's got a spell totem. Silence is gonna deal 2 damage. Oh, but what's he doing here? I would actually Fire Elemental the Karn Blood Hoof, silence it, and then use the Lava Burst to pick up the 4/5. Yeah, because in that way you would kill this 4/3 and you would have only the left side minion to worry about. That's just a Harvest Golem, man. But now he's got basically, yeah, that's actually a very bad play by Kero. You see, if he did a Fire Elemental onto the Karn Blood Hoof, Earth Shock, silence it, kill it once and for all, very nicely done.
Yeah, he removes 4 damage.
Yeah, and he can also run the Lava Burst into the 4/5. Leave the 2/3 on the board. That's okay. You don't worry about that.
Yeah, I guess that was kind of a misplay. He is.
Now he's down to about just. Damn,
dead.
he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. He shouldn't have allowed that shit to survive. He would still at least have 1 more turn. But even then, you don't play to extend your problem here.
That's kind of, yeah, that was really questionable. But again, you can't really predict that he had the Starfire in his deck, so I can't really blame him. But wow, man, Kero, Actually
Oh.
losing on his shaman, man. That's his shaman. That's what he's known. That's what he's best known for.
Yeah, the Shaman King just got.
Reap Shaman King, man. That was pretty bad.
Reap
Well-
indeed. He's like the. I don't know. I don't want to make a racial joke here. Nearly did that.
Yeah, well that
I'm
means
glad I controlled myself, but yeah, I mean that's crazy, man.
yeah, he's gonna have to be forced to play with his hunter. I think his hunter is the one that probably has the better chance against the Howi here. So man, Howi so far looking pretty good. Pretty good
Yeah,
stuff. Pete.
and if Howi stomps Kero here, and Kero doesn't get any game off Howi, and Howi wins, I think Master Chart, this is the third Filipino that's gonna go through the playoffs. This is like the mirror in Cycle 1, except that all the Singaporeans just kind of got replaced by Filipinos, and it's crazy. It's just crazy. I'm not gonna say it's good or bad. I'm just saying it's just like a complete nosedive. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. A complete 160, 360, sorry.
180. 360.
Yeah, sorry.
Get back
Yeah.
to where you
Yeah,
started.
sorry. Complete 180. Blah, 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 my bad. Okay. But yeah, I mean, wow, that was pretty insane. That how quickly that game actually passed by as well. That was a pretty interesting matchup, and the Druid from Howi, man, surprisingly pulling out the stops in order to stop out the so-called Shaman Master. Shaman Master falling to the Druid.
Very crazy and very shameful, but I mean, it's one hell of a Druid. It played very well. FON came out early. That paid off. That's very lucky for him, and also he just got very good lucky top deck stuff and all that stuff, and a bit of a misplay by Kero's part. I think it's a misplay because he could have survived a little bit longer, but still, he may not have the way out in that game there. So you cannot really say that it's a problem. Now it's gonna be the Druid versus the Hunter. Hunter is gonna be taking the bottom half of this board. Druid is gonna be at the top half. Howi's gonna play the same deck, and we did see a good half of that deck just now, so we know roughly how this runs. Haven't seen a single Savage Roar in this deck, but that's a Doomsayer, just for your info. And the Hunter is gonna straight up shoot the face of Howi.
Yeah, and again we're seeing that turn 1 Argent Square. Oh, he can get a Azure Drake out. I think that's actually pretty good. Innervate coin the Azure Drake if he wants. No, but I guess yeah, that's a actually when I think about it, it's a very risky play. So seems like he's gonna just dish in his own 2 damage there against Kero right now. And Kero's he gets Larc. Not the best card he really wanted. He only got the creature buffer, so to speak.
Yeah, it's gonna have completely good synergy with the UTH in his hand, but he will want the Druid to play a little bit more minions first. And if you look at that, the Rough is gonna come in. That's gonna be completely nice trade-off here. The bubble's gonna get popped, and Larc goes down, and it seems like Kero's all of a sudden in the back foot again. He's gonna play the Eagle Humble straight up. He's gonna go for face. Wow, it's gonna ignore the 1/1.
Yeah, because he's
Zero
hoping
control
that
mechanic.
yeah, he's hoping that Howi is gonna play a little bit more minions, so that his Unleash the Hound will have a little bit more effect. But man, Howi's starting to get a whole head of steam. Look at that, man! He has the Druid of the Claw bear form there already, and that's a huge taunt. Now that can get silenced, but the problem is it still doesn't really die. So look at them. And Kero's just playing really fast. Gonna just use the explosive trap, Kero power, and just pass.
I would actually whack it.
Really?
Yeah. I will whack it next turn. I mean, it's the same actually, because this turn he can still whack it and equip the explosive trap. That's still fine.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, so well, basically what's gonna happen here is that Ragnaros, man. Okay, that's scary. He can actually innervate Ragnaros the next turn if he wants.
Wow. Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god.
Okay, there is a double cut draw potential here for Kero with Stuffing Buzzet, but he just draws 2 cards. I think he's just gonna equip the explosive trap again. Okay, he is. Wow. Knife Jack. Alright. Stuffing Buzzet.
fine.
Good combo with. Oh, great! Look at the dagger, oh lucky dagger. That just kinda killed the. Okay, actually not so lucky because he wanted to draw more cards. He actually had to pull back his UTH for that.
Yeah.
So no, it's not that good.
That was
Oh my
actually-
god, look at that top deck though. This is
Oh,
crazy. Swipe though. Instant value.
that's really bad. That's so bad right now for Kero.
Yep, indeed. It's crazy. I don't know how, but Kero is losing.
Yeah, I'm surprised, man. Kero is just not getting the draws he needed and not getting the RNG, as you saw right there with the knife juggler.
Okay, finally
Savannah.
something that's of good size coming in.
Yeah, but that's not gonna save him. He's dead. Dead. That's he's dead. There you go. That's game.
For
Swipe.
yeah, pure. Oh yeah. All right. So Howi
Wow.
goes through. Wow, what a victory
Okay.
it is for Howi.
Okay, Kero, you need to calm down. Wow. Okay, so that again is another clean sheet, by the way. For
Exactly. Whoever wins the first series, wins the first game, wins the series. That's the story so far in for today.
Yeah.
Man, speaking about jinx happening all over again. This is crazy, but
That was-
I cannot believe this. This is crazy. Howi doing such a good job against Kero. The Shaman got killed. Let's just talk a little bit about the game there. The Shaman got killed in what kind of a fashion? It got killed in a very interesting fashion by the Druid deck, and that was because of the early game aggro. This is actually a semi-aggro Druid, and it's actually very, very innovative here. The way it's being played, and it's all about the cut draw. Of course, the cut draw did help Howi a lot. Kero's cut draw were pretty average and just meh at best, and I guess that's half the problem. The Hunter tried to be aggressive, but wasn't really enough. I mean, Azure Drake survived 2 turns, and double swipe, that's 10 damage plus 8 from the Drake. That's crazy. That's 18. It's more than the half threshold there.
He honestly he played very risky. I think that's basically what kind of cost him a lot of the games.
Do you think
Because-
it's a draw-related problem or it's a skill-related
I
problem?
mean, it's partly also the RNG and the fact that he didn't get the cards he needed earlier on, and also because the dagger kind of put him in the back foot. I'm not saying that the dagger. Actually, to be honest, the dagger could have made a huge difference. Like if it hit the other minion, and if he was able to draw 2 cards.
He would still have died.
The thing is, no, I mean the thing is like the 2 cards could have been something that could have saved him. If it was things like-
Misdirection, maybe?
no, like maybe say a Houndmaster, he could taunt the Savannah Jaime, and he could taunt whatever other beast he had, and
He's still gonna die to swipe, right?
yeah, but
And Starfire later on. So,
if he was able to still survive for another 2 rounds, because he would be able to deal with the Azure Drake if, let's just say, the dagger did hit the Azure Drake, then you know he could have had a chance to get rid of that. So really unfortunate for him, man. To be honest, that dagger really kind of screwed his day over.
yeah, it did. And that's crazy. So yeah, Howi is now 4 points up. Kero only 2 points. Master Chart is without a single point. Yeah. So is Elilite. And we're gonna put a stop to that because Elilite versus Master Chart is gonna happen in this next game here. And yeah, that's just interesting. We'll be back in just 5 to 15 minutes thereabouts. So I hope you guys enjoyed this coverage. Babael here, joined by Larc. See you guys in Shawwell.